Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back for another YouTube video. Thank you so much for clicking on this one today. Hello and hi if you are new. My name is Georgia May. I am really blooming excited to get into today's video because I just think it's what we all kind of need right now. It's going to be my top picks for autumn winter, what I've been living in, from honestly coats through to loungewear, through to shoes, through to books and candles, and there's just a bit of everything in today's video. Before we get into it, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you go down there and hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell. Also, I'd love it if you could check me out on Instagram. This is my username and I'm going to leave links below to that too. I do want to start out by saying a huge thank you to Skillshare because they are today's sponsor. I feel like this is a really appropriate sponsor, not only for me but also for you guys, especially during the current climate, because essentially what Skillshare are is an online community that offer classes. So you pay almost like a membership fee and you have access to thousands and thousands of online classes. I am a member and I've been utilising it over the last couple of weeks. I think they're particularly great for anyone that almost wants to get into the kind of job or industry that I currently work in, or if you want to do freelance, so if you want to do graphic design, if you want to become a blogger and know how to set up your own blog, marketing, photography, graphic design. Honestly, there is something for everyone if you are a creative. One of the new classes that I am super interested in on Skillshare is a class all about productivity, and this just kind of highlights the range and things they have to offer. So they have practical classes and they also have things like this which hopefully will help you utilize your time a lot better. I'm just really interested in it. I feel like productivity is something that I struggle with, so if this is going to allow me to kind of utilize my time better, I am all here for it. Skillshare is less than $10 a month, which I think is really great if you are looking to further your career in a specific creative direction, because you honestly have access to unlimited amount of online classes and videos, which I think is just fabulous. Also, the first 1,000 people, yes, 1,000 people that click the link in my description will have access to Skillshare's premium membership, which is kind of crazy, so make sure you check out the description box below. I'm really excited to bring you that sponsor today, and hopefully it will help further your creative career or creative passions in one way or another, and I just think it's a really, really nice concept. So I'll leave all of that information below, and huge shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. I hope you're all doing well. I've got myself a large cup of coffee, but pour yourself a cup of tea, a glass of wine. It's a Sunday, babe, honestly. And just sit back and relax. This is going to be a little bit random. I'd love to hear your feedback below on what you think of this style of video, because essentially it's going to be my autumn winter kind of essentials and staples and just things that I feel like I've been living in for the last few weeks, and basics. So I'm going to link everything below. Let me know your thoughts. I'm also thinking of doing a video very similar to this again, but just on cozy and loungewear pieces. So nothing else apart from loungewear. Obviously, I want to know what you guys think about that, but I think that could be quite a good video to give you sort of like an in-depth review of a lot of loungewear that's currently on the market. And I'm also thinking of doing a gift guide. I know it's getting a little bit late. I feel like everyone's already kind of put their gift guides out, but let me know if you would be interested in that or not. I really want honest feedback, so I will not be offended. Also, I'll drop a link to this top below. This is my new top from Asos and I'm absolutely loving it. I've just got it on with some black flared trousers and I love how this pairs together. I'm going to start out with something I have been living in lately, and that is, yes, you guessed it, Slogan and basic tees. Guys, these are so good for layering in the winter if you have some from the summertime and you're thinking, how do I incorporate these into my winter wardrobe? It is so easy. All you need to do is pair underneath a polo neck top, like a high neck turtleneck top, or even like a thermal, and I think they can look really cool, kind of skater-esque. This particular one is from Collusion, which is a brand that they stock on Asos. I adore Collusion. I find the quality of their pieces to be so amazing, and the price tag is always relatively reasonable. This is just a kind of oversized black tee with this logo design on the side here, and then again it has some more sort of like branding on the back. I love this. I think it's really cool. It's a little bit masculine vibes. I got it in a large. The fit is lovely. I love this style of t-shirt on boys. Does anyone know what I mean? I really enjoy a long sleeved t-shirt on a, you know. This just pairs really nicely with black cycling shorts. You can do it with some faux leather trousers. I'll link some of my favourite faux leather trousers and leggings below. List is endless. I feel like it's just a staple. To move along to loungewear sets, I actually have well, I have one loungewear set here, and then I have some joggers that are a little bit interesting that I want to share with you guys. I'll start out with this set because not only do I have it in this colour, I also have it in cream. I have no idea if this is still going to be available online, but I'm going to do my absolute best to link it. They are essentially high-waisted kind of joggers. They have quite a loose kind of fit to them. This fabric could not get any more comfortable, and then they have this cuff at the bottom. The fit of these, if you are like me and you are a little bit, you know, have wider hips, I sometimes find joggers to be extremely unflattering on my shape. They just do not fit my body right. These could not be a better fit. They are my favourite style of joggers to wear. They are from Victoria's Secret. I actually got this specific set in the sale because this is not a cheap jogging set, but I did also buy the cream one as well just because I love it so much. I think I wear them so often that I'm happy to get them in 2 different colours. I almost want them in another colour because I just live in them. So this is the top. It's almost like a ballerina kind of style top, has that wrap detail to it, cropped, but it meets the joggers at a really nice place. Long sleeved, again, that super soft fabric. I love this set. I cannot rave about it more. Then to go with a lot of my loungewear pieces, things that I've been wearing to kind of layer up underneath, because I find that a lot. You'll find a really nice jogger and hoodie set, but you won't know what to kind of pop on underneath. These little tops from the Angel collection are my favourite. So this is Elle Darby's collection. She actually kindly, I always call her Elle and people go crazy at me in the comments. I'm so sorry. Ellie Darby. It's because I just say her name how it's spelt. I'm really sorry, Ellie. So she kindly sent me over, I think it was her collection in the summertime, 2 of these little tops. I have one in white and then one in this really lovely, it's kind of like a lavender grey sort of shade. I absolutely love it. I love everything from her collection actually. I think the quality was amazing. I honestly think if you're considering buying something from that collection or her brand, you will not be disappointed with the quality, and she speaks a lot about that on her Instagram, and I can vouch for that so much. The quality is incredible of all of her pieces. I love everything. I will leave a link to her website below, but I do just want to give a particular shout out to these tops. And I know you're probably thinking, what are you on about? There's something about the fit of these is so flattering. You could wear these without a bra underneath. You could wear these just like as a little layering piece underneath. Honestly, I love these tops. They are my favourite. They're always in the wash because I'm wearing them so much. Next up, I have something I never ever thought I would be showing on my channel because this is a throwback. Honestly, I used to live in these when I was younger, and I ended up giving a load to charity shops and selling a load at car boot sales, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of majorly regret because I felt like if I popped them on eBay or Depop now, I'd, you know, be raking in a little bit of money, but hey ho. I recently went to Bicester Village and I actually purchased myself a pair of Juicy Couture Velour black flared jogging bottoms. I know what you're thinking, what? Juicy Couture, what's going on? I feel like it's having a revival, guys. I don't know if you've seen, I just really feel like it is. It's such a early 2000s thing and everyone's loving velour at the minute. These are my favourite jogging bottoms at the moment. The reason why is because they don't actually look like jogging bottoms. I feel like you can get away with wearing these out and about and you really don't look too scruffy. They're also a flare, so they're just really nice with a trainer. Very flattering. I actually had to go for these in a XL, which is a little bit annoying. I would have rather had the large, but they didn't have a large in there, so I just opted for the bigger size because I knew I had this kind of drawstring area to sort of cinch in my waist. The thing I am going to say about these is they are a low-rise fit, so just bear that in mind. If you're very anti-low-rise, which I can appreciate, you're not going to want to get your hands on these. Love the pocket detail on the back. It's so flattering on the bum, and like I said, the quality of these, I can feel the quality. I hate to say that because I know how expensive these are, but I really can feel how nice they feel. Managed to get them for £25 at Bicester Village, but I think the retail price of these is something like £80, so I kind of was very lucky with that actually. Because if you're someone that lives in loungewear and you want to invest in nice loungewear, I think these might be an option for a lot of people. They're black, they're a nice velour, they're gonna just look a little bit more luxe than your everyday joggers, and I just wanted to share with you guys a few bits in this video that were a little bit more luxury. And you know what, if there's any time to treat yourself, honestly it's now, especially to a new pair of joggers. I feel like we're just going to be living in them until, I feel like New Year's Eve. This could even be my New Year's Eve look. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna move on to a really cute little fluffy loungewear set that, again, I get asked about a lot whenever I'm wearing it, and I just think this looks a lot more expensive than what it is. So this is a pretty little thing, white, it's actually more of like a cream, fluffy knit set. I just simply adore this. The fabric is super soft on your skin. I think it's really girly and feminine, so nice to wear and lounge around the house in. I also wear the cardigan out with other things like jeans, dresses, all of that good stuff. This set I did go for in a large. The shorts are a little bit big on me, but I tend to just kind of roll them under. I just love it. I think this cardigan just looks so nice. It looks like something you would find on like And Other Stories. I honestly think it looks that expensive, and it's just my favorite little loungewear set, so I did want to do a bit of a shout out to this one. Next up, I'm going to share with you guys some Slogan sweatshirts. So Slogan sweatshirts have always been popular, always been trending. I love a Slogan sweatshirt. I've bought some of my favorite ones from Depop. This particular one I actually just picked up from Stradivarius. I just saw this on the website and instantly fell for it. This is in an XL, just as West Coast California, but I love the font that they've gone for, the California. Also at the moment, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this side of this rail is all creams, neutrals, browns, camels, and those are the kind of colours that I feel like I'm living in at the moment. Hence why I picked up this kind of cream coloured sweatshirt, but I just really like it. It's going to look really good with some black faux leather leggings. You could layer one of those like collared shirts underneath, just as like a layering piece under. I have a few shackets here that I'm going to share in a minute, and I think these two combined would look lovely. The only thing I'm going to say is I have another Stradivarius sweatshirt from like 4 years ago, and it's still fluffy on the inside. It's so nice. This one is not. This is that like kind of unlined lining that I just don't find to be that warm. Next up, I think is probably going to be the most popular item from today's video, and unfortunately this seems to sell out like honestly sells out so fast. I'm going to do my best to link it. I really hope it's in stock because I just think so many of you guys are going to want to get your hands on it. This again is a little bit more pricey. This is a Nike sweatshirt set. I went for the zip up hoodie. They also do a pullover hoodie. I just wanted the zip up hoodie because I find these nicer to layer in the winter time. These are the joggers, and they are an oversized fit. I heard so many people talking about this, so I just want to make you guys aware. They even say loose fit on the side. I went for these, I think in a medium, yep, and I just really like them. I think the colour of these is so nice. It's again that kind of nude beige, those kinds of tones, which everyone seems to be loving at the moment. I just know that these were not cheap. They are super thick. They have the nice scrunch detail at the bottom, and again they're completely like fleecy lined, so they're going to be lovely and warm. I just thought these were great. I really did. I really wanted a nice new pair of joggers, and I did treat myself to those. And then to go with it, I have the kind of sweatshirt that zips up. It obviously has a hood, these drawstrings, pockets. It's a little bit more on like kind of like the cropped side, which I actually quite like. It means I can wear it with jeans and other things that I own in my wardrobe, and these seem to have a little bit of a high-waisted fit to them, so I like the fact that this is cropped, but just want to make you guys bear that in mind. I also own a Nike black pullover sweatshirt that I've had for 3 years, wear it at least once a week. It's one of my most worn items, so I do think Nike are kind of a good brand if you want to spend a little bit of extra money on your loungewear. So next up I want to share with you guys are just some fun pajamas. I'm trying to do a lot of things that are things you guys are actually going to be wearing at the moment. My original idea for this video was going to be my autumn winter essentials, and it was going to be like coats, jeans, just things that I feel like you're not going to be reaching for. So I've tried to alter it a little bit to fit stuff that you guys actually want. These are the cutest thing ever. They are from a boutique that I shop at a lot called The End. They do have a store, but they have an online website, and that's why I wanted to kind of reference them. I think they're doing these at the moment in loads of different logos, so this is obviously meant to replicate the Fendi logo. No, they are not Fendi pajamas. They are definitely not, but I think they kind of replicate that sort of vibe. On The End's Instagram, I've seen that they do kind of like a Louis print and a few other prints that are super cute. This would make a really lovely gift as well for Christmas, I think. A nice new pair of pajamas, but I feel like they're super girly. I have been kind of wearing these to get ready in the morning in. They're nice to sort of like do your makeup in if you're going to go on a night out or something fun like that. Lovely like birthday pajamas or just all day pajamas if you want to feel a little bit more special. Nice soft silky fabric, and the bottoms are just short. So yeah, I've been loving these. I wanted to give them a little bit of a shout out on today's video. Now I'm going to move over to coats, and then we're going to move on to shoes, and then just kind of bits and bobs that I've been loving. So for coats, I only went for 2. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with coats. I already have an entire video dedicated to coats, which I'll leave a link below, but these are my 2 most popular, most worn winter coats, and coats that I think everyone should have in their wardrobe. First up, we have a puffer coat. I think everyone should have a puffer coat. They're my most warm coats. They go with everything. They're really easy to wear. I feel like they're my practical coat. I do think they're a really good piece to own in your wardrobe. This one's from Misguided. I got it in a 12. It's this really nice cream colour. Probably not the most practical colour. I'll link a black one below. But it is kind of like a waxy fabric, which means if you do get anything on it, you actually can just wipe it off with a baby wipe, which is kind of amazing. I love the bubble effect of this coat. It has 2 really deep pockets, zips up. It is so warm. It's all lined. It's one of the warmest coats I own, and practically I think it's amazing. Obviously with something like this, you can choose to get a cheaper option, or you can choose to really invest. I know North Face obviously do their puffer coats, and there are loads of other brands like Prada and people like that that do really luxe coats, so you can opt for something like that, or you can go for something like Misguided, or you know, one of those brands that can really give you something at a really good price. Honestly, the quality of this coat is lovely. It's so heavy, which I think is a nice factor when picking out a winter coat. So definitely a puffer for me is an essential. And then following on from a puffer coat, I also actually think a teddy coat. Teddy coats kind of came around a few years ago, and I feel like they've just never left us. This one is from House of CB. I think it's last year's now. I don't think I'll ever sell this coat. The quality of this House of CB coat, oh my god, it is honestly amazing. Like, it is amazing. I don't know if their quality is still up to this standard, but this is just fab. I did get this in a small because it is hugely oversized. It's almost like a dressing gown. It is completely lined, as you guys can see, with this really nice orange fabric. It is so heavy. It's a really nice teddy that looks expensive. That's the only thing I'm going to say with teddy coats, is sometimes you can get some that just don't, they feel and look thin and flimsy and cheap, which is so frustrating. This quality is incredible. It has this detail around the back. I'm going to do my absolute best, guys, to link ones that I think are up to this standard, because I think a teddy coat is something that, again, I'll probably have forever. I love the fact that this is in brown. It makes me wear more neutrals and beiges and go out of my comfort zone a little bit with a brown coat. I like that. So you can opt for black or cream, whatever you'd rather. This is just one of my all-time favourite coats, and I had to mention it in this video. Then the last clothing piece is my favourite at the moment, and this is Shackets. This has been a real trend that I have really loved. When it first came out, I was a bit like, a what? But I've been living in them. This one is from Primark. I'll try and link something similar below. They are so good for layering, like honestly amazing. If you want to do a jumper underneath, a thermal, a sweatshirt, you can even layer a coat on top of a shacket. So I think they're fabulous. This black and white one goes with almost anything in my wardrobe. It's a little bit like an elevated lumberjack shirt. So for the summer, I live in those check shirts, and I feel like for the winter, this is just a winter version of that. I actually have seen some similar ones in Costco at the moment. So if you have a Costco membership, you might want to check it out. I saw in the men's section they had some that were almost identical to this. So I have this one, which again is from the End. Oh, it's so lovely, isn't it? In this beige and white, kind of like this houndstooth, is it called, or dog tooth design, with the pockets again on either side. Essentially the exact same fit as the one that I just shared with you guys, but in a different pattern. Really, really nice layering piece. And quickly, I think another essential has to be a nice, thick, chunky knit scarf. My 2 favourite scarves, unfortunately, are from Primark. I know, so annoying you guys can't get your hands on them. But again, I'll try and link something similar. I just think they look really, really nice, these scarves that they sell there. And they're nice and big, so they really do like cover your kind of neck area, and you can bring them up around your face and keep you super, super warm. So I have one in this camel colour and then one in like a light beige. Most worn bag over the last month or 2 has actually been my Louis bum bag. So I wore this, at the beginning of this year, I wore this bag to death. Like, I was just using it 24/7. Took a bit of a break from it over the summer, well, end of summer, and then I've again been reaching for it the last couple of weeks. I feel like it just pairs really nicely with all of the neutral tones in my wardrobe. It's such a practical bag. I do get asked about this, so I wanted to just mention it here if you're thinking of buying it, especially because we're going, you know, into like gifting season and Christmas season. It sits really nicely if you want to do it just on the shoulder like that, but honestly, if you want a time when you don't want to be using your hands, like you want your hands to be free, this is so good. It's really, really big. It fits so much in. There's a little hidden compartment on the back. Yeah, any questions any of you guys have on this bag, feel free to ask me below. I think it's such a great one. I'm really quickly going to move on to shoes. I'm going to start out with my most worn shoes over the past 2 months, and that has to be winter boots. I have not stopped wearing black lace-up boots. They're just really practical. I feel like if you want to wear them with a skirt, they keep your part of your leg warm. They look really cool and they're super on trend. New favourite ones that I cannot stop wearing are these Steve Madden boots. I love Steve Madden shoes. I think they're great. And they kindly sent me these boots. Honestly, they are fab. So they have a zipper on the inside, which makes them super easy to get on and off. They're kind of like an even chunkier Doc Marten. So I love my Docs, but obviously they're a little bit shorter. These just look really nice with dresses, leather trousers, leather leggings. First time I wore them to Bicester, which I was a bit like, why did I do that? But they did not give me any blisters. They were so comfortable. I really love these boots. I have a discount code. It is Georgia May 10. I will leave all of that information below if you guys do want to get them and maybe you want to save a little bit of money, but they are my favorite. I love the designs on the back as well, and just the quality of these is really, really nice. So very happy with these boots. And then also another shoe that I have been living in has been trainers. So obviously I've been living in my Balenciaga shoes. I think they're fab, but they are on the pricier side, and I think these are really lovely too, but they're not going to break the bank as much. So again, these are Steve Madden. I just loved the colour of these. Again, they're going to go with all the beige and neutral tones in my wardrobe, and I think they look so expensive. Love the design up the back on these as well, and they're kind of like that knitted fabric, very Yeezy inspired. Then lastly for shoes, I have some slippers that I did just want to give a shout out to. These are just my most worn shoe. I live in these around the house. These are my UGG slippers. UGG do some really, really nice slippers actually, especially at this time of year. Again, I know this isn't a gift guide, but if you're thinking of doing any nice gifts this Christmas, I think these could be a really lovely option. I love the colour that I went for in these, but they do some really nice other colours. They did like pastels in the summer. I think they've got like a chocolatey shade out at the moment. So I will drop a link to these below. Very comfortable. The only thing I will say is they have a little bit of a platform in them, which is a little bit random, but they do add a little bit of height if you are wondering. And then at the end of this video, I just have a couple kind of honourable mentions that I wanted to shout out. It's kind of like an old school favourites, I feel like, this video. I'm going to start out with candles that I have been loving. First one I have is just this new candle that I bought whilst, again, I was in Bicester. This is a mulled wine candle from the White Company. Love any of the White Company candles, think they're great. Another option I have for you is this candle that I actually got whilst I was in the US. I will link this brand of candle below. How gorgeous is the packaging of this? Like, honestly, I like don't want to finish the candle because I just love the packaging. Really nice wintry kind of spicy scent. This is from a brand called Velour. I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think they also sell these in Anthropology, and they are just the nicest candles. I mean, as a gift. Sorry, I know this is not a gift guide, I'm going on a tangent, but did just want to kind of reference a couple of my favourite candles. By the way, I have another 2 of these. This one is a gift, that's why it's in the packaging. I have burnt them, don't worry. Next up I have a book that I have been loving, and this is The Power of Now. I actually have been reading this with a highlighter, highlighting some of my favourite bits, quotes. Yeah, I've just been loving this. It's kind of given me a whole new outlook on life and things in general, especially at the moment. I wanted something to kind of lift my spirits. Really, really recommend this book. Lastly, I have a fragrance. So my fragrance at the moment is this Atelier Cologne, and it's in this kind of like orangey scent. I will link it below. Guys, it's a pure perfume, so it's, you know, you don't need a lot of it, but I am obsessed with this. I think it smells beautiful. Also a really nice size if you did just want to pop this in your handbag. This again is more of a luxury purchase, but I think it's really lovely and a really nice treat if you are looking to treat yourself or someone else at this time of year. And last but not least, I actually have a cozy blanket that I just wanted to share with you guys. I actually bought this from Sainsbury's, and I love it. It's so nice. You could do this as a throw at the end of your bed. It goes with all of the pink and the champagne tones in my room, but you could also do it on like the sofa as like a nice throw. I just think they kind of add something to a room. The outside of this is kind of like this faux fur, so soft, and then the inside is this kind of faux suede fabric. I love this. I was really surprised that Sainsbury's had something like this, and yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to link this below, but I'm sure if you go in there, hopefully they should have it. Honestly, I have been living in this. So that is about it. I do have a ton more things I could have shared with you guys, skincare products, makeup products, but I didn't want to overwhelm you, and I also just wanted to see what you made of this style of video because it is a little bit different from me. So I'd love to hear your feedback below, and let me know if you want me to do an entire loungewear cozy video. I think I'm going to do that. I just think that would be nice for you guys to see different loungewear, my thoughts on it, how it fits my body type. It could help us all at the moment because I feel like we're all just living in joggers. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know your comments below. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram. Hit subscribe. A huge shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.